Hello everybody, Bob6983 here, and we are back for some more Super Mario Galaxy. In the last episode, we finished every single star that we needed to do to... Hang on, I'm eating something, my bad. We collected every single star that we could have even gotten. And in this episode, we're not going to start off by going over to the final boss yet. No. I should actually probably finish this before I even continue recording. Hang on. I'm going to finish this, and then we're going to actually go into the library. Okay, there we go. I finished. We're going to go into the library and go ahead and read what Rosalina has in store for us.
Let us begin.
Let us begin. Before I even read, I want you all to take in the music as I'm reading, because this is absolutely a great freaking song, I want to say. Music track, there we go. Anyways, let me go ahead and prepare myself to read. Chapter 1, The Celestial Duel. Our story begins a very, very long time ago, with a young girl. One day, this girl spotted a rusted spaceship holding a small star child. "What's your name? Are you lost?" the girl asked the star child. "I'm Luma, and I'm waiting for Mama. She's coming for me on a comet," said the star child, who had been waiting day and night. "Don't worry, I'll wait with you," the little girl promised Luma. At nightfall, the little girl borrowed her father's telescope and peered into the sky. She looked and looked, but she saw nothing. Hours turned into days, and then years, but still the sky revealed nothing. Finally, the little girl sighed and said to Luma, "If we stay here looking for much longer, I'll be an old lady soon." But then she had an idea. "Why don't we go out there and find your mother ourselves?" The girl and Luma fixed up the rusty spaceship, and then the two set sail into the starry night. And this is how the search for the Celestial Mother began. Chapter 2, Starbits. Days passed with no sight of the comet or even a single planet. Instead, asteroids extended far as the eye can see. My bad, as far as the eye can see. "If I had known it was going to take this long, I would have packed more jam," said the little girl above the rumble of her belly. Before they left, she packed all the essentials: telescope, butterfly net, stuffed bunny, bread, milk, jam, and apricot flavored tea. But I forgot to bring water! At this, the Luma burst into gales of laughter, and the girls began to pout. "As long as I have Starbits, I'll be fine," said the Luma. "Want some?" The little girl couldn't stay mad after hearing this. Luma continued to laugh, and the girl couldn't help but join in. "Alright, maybe just a nibble." Leaning far out of the ship, the pair began to collect starbits with the girl's net. They almost fell out a few times, but they kept on collecting. The starbits tasted like honey. That is a reference to the Japanese candy actually being a candy. Chapter 3, The Comet. A beam of light pierced through the ship's window, my bad. Thinking it was the morning sun, the girl peered through the window, only to find a turquoise blue comet shimmering at her. The little girl shook the sleeping Luma awake and shouted excitedly, "We have to get to the comet!" The pair descended on the comet and found that it was made of ice. They looked high and low, but Luma's mother was nowhere to be found. Exhausted, the little girl sat down with a flop, utterly unable to take another step. Look! Peering down at the icy ground where Luma was pointing, the girl suddenly noticed clusters of starbits encased in the ice. Pretty good, huh? Finding starbits is my specialty, said Luma, beaming. There's ice here, but it's so warm. I bet there's water here, too. The two decided to stay on the Comet for a while. Riding the turquoise Comet, the pair continued their search for Luma's mother. Chapter 4: The Dream. One night, the girl dreamed about her own mother. Where are you going? She asked her mother, retreating back. Her mother's retreating back. Without turning, her mother replied, Don't fret, dearest. I'm not going anywhere. I'm always watching over you, like the sun in the day and the moon in the night. A wave of sadness washed over the girl. What about when it rains and I can't see the sun or the moon? Her mother thought for a moment before responding. I will turn into a star in the clouds and wait for your tears to dry. When she awoke, the girl's face was damp with tears. You have starbits in your eyes, said Luma to the girl. Wiping her face, the girl replied, These are tears, not starbits. I'm crying because I'll never see my mother ever again. At this, Luma began to cry, too. Mama, oh, Mama, wah! The pair traveled through the starry skies, and though they encountered many other comets, not one of them held Luma's mother. Luma was despondent. Now, Luma. The rain clouds won't go away if you keep crying, the girl said, giving Luma a squeeze. I'll give you a present if you stop. The girl closed her eyes and said gently, I'll take care of you. With these words, she felt a small spark in her heart. Chapter 5: Home. The kitchen will go here, and the library will go over there, the girl said, busily to herself. We'll put the gate here. Ever since the girl took Luma under her care, she'd been bustling about at a feverish pace. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it to make a happy home. It turned out that starbits weren't the only things buried in the ice. There were tools and furniture unlike any they had ever seen, and the girl used them to build a home. Looking at the completed house, Luma remarked, Don't you think it's awfully big for just the two of us? With a library, bedroom, kitchen, fountain, and gate, it was certainly spacious, but still something seemed to be missing. If only my father, brother, and mother were here, the girl said wistfully. Indeed, the house was too large for its too small residence. That night, clutching her favorite stuffed bunny close to her heart, the girl fell asleep in the starship. Chapter 6: Friends. Then one day, while the girl sat sipping tea, a tiny apricot-colored planet appeared on the horizon. From the planet, another Luma of the same color emerged. Do you two know each other? Oh, my bad. Do you two know each other? The girl asked the two Lumas. I thought it was another Luma. My bad. Despite the girl's excitement, they seemed uneasy. The two Lumas, good lord. The two Lumas neither drew closer nor backed away from each other. Instead, they just stared. Then one Luma broke the silence. My mama! At once, the apricot Luma parroted back, My mama, my mama! My mama, my mama! The two Lumas began to dance around the girl frantically, and neither showed any sign of stopping. The girl was so charmed by this adorable scene that she couldn't help but laugh. And that's when something very strange happened. I wish I had an echo effect. I wish I did. Suddenly more Lumas began to pop out of the apricot planet. They were different colors, but they all shouted the same thing. My mama, my mama, my mama, my mama. I really wish I had a freaking echoed effect. The sight of all of the shouting Lumas only made the girl laugh harder. What am I gonna do with all these children? The Luma stared blankly as she doubled over, laughing. I thought I read that wrong. I guess we'll have to name each and every one of you. Tomorrow, once she had... Oh, my bad. This is normal dialogue. Tomorrow, once she had finished naming them all, she would begin moving all the Lumas into the new house. It should be the last chapter, I think. Chapter 7, The Telescope. After seeing their 100th comet, a sudden thought popped into the girl's head. I wonder if my home planet is still as blue as it was. That's when she remembered her father's telescope. Peeking into the telescope, a tiny blue dot floated into sight. It was smaller than a starbit. How strange. It's so far away, but it feels so close. She twisted the knob of the telescope, and the blue dot grew until she could make out a grassy hill dotted with flowers. It seemed very familiar to her. Zooming even closer, a terrace on the hill came into view. I used to go stargazing there when I lived on my home planet. She remembered rubbing the sleep out of her eyes as she followed her father up that hill to look at the stars. She remembered how she and her brother would sled down that hill. She remembered having picnics with her mother on that hill on bright and windy days. And I want to go home. I want to go home right now. The girl burst into tears and the Lumas didn't know what to do. I want to go home. I want to go back to my house by the hill. I want to see my mother. The girl was shouting now. Her face went into tears. I want to go home. I want to go home right now. The girl burst into tears and the Lumas didn't know what to do. Oh, my bad. I was just rereading the exact same thing. Oops. But I know she's not there. I knew all along that she wasn't out there in the sky because she's sleeping under the tree on the hill. The girl's cry echoed through the stars, and a hush fell over the area. That should do it for today. Now, I believe there is one more chapter. That doesn't feel right as the ending. I feel like there is one more chapter. I just wanted to get that out of the way before we went over to the center of the universe. It's just some lore as to how Rosalina met the Lumas and how the observatory was created. It's time. Do you want to go to the location of the special one? Or of your special one at the center of the universe? Let's go. Alright then, off we go. This is a very cool scene of how the observatory actually goes flying. Somewhat in the shape of an egg, but then it becomes a comet. We go into a spiral-esque type of galaxy. I wouldn't say the Milky Way because it doesn't really specify. It's just a place that looks similar to the Milky Way. There is a warp field inside the castle.
Go, Mario.
Go. They are inside. Hurry. This is the final mission as of right now. The fate of the universe. The last mission for you. This area is really cool. Let's go ahead and talk to the Lumas really quickly. Mama says this fight isn't just for us, it's also about saving your special one. Please be careful. Whatever you do, don't fail. Gee, thanks. Those spotlights have their own gravity. Try sticking to them. So, thank you for saying that, Luma. I was going to go into detail on that, but you said it better than I could have. They have their own gravity, so you can walk on them like if there was normal ground. What you want to do is go over to the right side and just keep progressing until you're able to progress no more. Just keep going. There really isn't much else I can recommend here. Just try not to fall. Be careful of the fire bars as well. Right here, you're able to drop down. And then you get on this other spotlight right here. Be careful of the fire bars once again. Jump here. Be careful to not get hit by the fire bars once again. Here you can drop down. Here you can get onto this spotlight. Brings you all the way down here. Be careful of these platforms. Some of them will fall. Keep progressing through here. Be careful of the fireballs. If you want that 1-up, you can get that. However, you should be good on 1-ups. I don't think this is a very difficult mission. You should be able to get from point A to B with very little to no difficulty. Here you can skate, but I don't recommend you do that because it's very easy to fall off here if you're skating. So I just recommend just go through here normally walking. What you want to do is go over this way. Climb up the step. I was going to say stairs, but then steps came out, so it sort of meshed together. Okay, now over here, it's similar to the sand type area. Falling in there means insta-death, so be careful about that. You want to go over this way. Be careful of the fire bars once again. This should be one of the last few spotlights. Apparently taking you nowhere, but then platforms appear. Over here, it's the 2D type section. You want to get over here. Be careful of the fire bars. Wall jump up here. Then there's different types of gravity here. Ouch. What you want to do is just keep progressing. There really isn't anything you could have done about that fire bar. It's just a bit difficult to progress through that area. Every sort of area that you go through, there should be like a mini checkpoint. That way, in case you die, you should be able to come back just fine. There are some coins down here for you to collect if you're running low on health, just like I am. The bullet bills will be launched over to you to try to get you. But there should be no problem. Over here, though, be very careful. There will be some bonsai bills coming out. What you want to do is wait for this guy to go through. He's not homing, thankfully. Just wait for him to pass. Get on the platforms. These guys are homing, though. But yeah, be very careful of the bonsai bells. They can and will take up the entire screen, and it's just best to avoid them and then progress. What you want to do is get over here to this launch star. Uh-oh, there we go. Okay, get over to this launch star. And this should lead you to the boss fight. Bowser Jr. Looking for Princess Peach? Too bad, because she's with me. As you can see, there's an extra life stream and a 1-up over there if you want them. What you want to do is keep progressing through here. Bowser Jr. will try to destroy the platforms you're walking on starting now. So you want to keep progressing. You just try to not stand on the platforms for too long because they can and will start to crumble beneath you. I missed that one. There we go. And now we should be able to get here perfectly fine. This is the final boss.
Finally, you got here just in time to see the creation of my galaxy in the center of the universe. Watch and weep. From this galaxy, I rule a great galactic empire with Peach by my side. I will last forever. It will last forever, my bad. I will rule every pitiful corner of the universe. So Mario, As you can see, I got big plans and stopping you is at the top of my list.
Ah, that's the last time I can do the Bowser roar. This will be somewhat of a different approach to the boss fight. He will do this, and what you are going to try to do is, remember how you would destroy the boulders? Or how I told you would destroy the boulders? He's going to go into that sort of phase, and what you want to do is just hit him whenever his face is showing towards you. Just spin attack him. Right about here would be fine. And there you go. Just keep doing that until you reach the next phase. 1, 2, 3. Do it again, Bowser. He gets faster. Okay, thankfully we were able to hit him. We just barely were able to do it though. Oh, what? Stop doing that. Stop changing your direction. Stop. That's like the third time you changed your direction just because I was approaching. I guess be wary of that. There we go. Okay, you better not change your direction. 2, 3. Okay, phase 2. What you want to do here, he will not go into that phase where he turns into a rock. He will just try to run into you like this. What you want to do, I believe, is hit him with these sticky things. There we go. He goes flying, and then just rinse and repeat. He's gonna throw more fire at you, fireballs, not fire bars this time. They go all the way around the planet. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Just keep doing the fight normally. He gets out of that phase a lot quicker than I thought. Excuse me. Okay, that works too, I guess. 2, 3. Now we're on the last part of the boss fight. There's only 3 phases. The music gets all epic. Very cool. Very cool music for a very fitting ending. Go ahead and get ourselves that coin. He's gonna do the jumping thing. Right here, just get him to do the exact same thing you did in the very first fight against Bowser. Spin attack him. Spin attack him again. And he's gonna go into the last phase of the boss fight. Shoots fire everywhere. These go, I believe, all the way around the planet. So be careful for them coming back around. Gonna do the shock waves. It's gonna spin all the way around the planet. Be careful of him. And do it once again. There we go. Ah, damn. He turned around too quickly. There we go. Let's try to get him. That's 2. That makes 3. That's the end. And with that, we have defeated the final boss of the game. We have gotten the last Grand Star possible. Well, we're gonna get the last Grand Star possible. Let's just take this in. We did a very good job here. Took care of Bowser. We collected as many stars as possible. And we have saved Peach. Well, not yet, actually, but I mean, we're gonna.
Huh?
There she goes. Oh no, you see Bowser Jr. in the back, just sort of like falling downwards. I actually get to do some more Bowser voices, I just remembered. Here it is.
No, my galaxy, my empire. This can't be happening.
He actually created a black hole, good lord. Or we actually created a black hole. So we win. However, we don't actually win.
Luma, no.
Do you hear the baby stars? These newborns will grow up to become galaxies someday. When stars die, they return to stardust and scatter across the cosmos. Eventually, that stardust reforms to create a new star, and so the cycle of life continues. But the cycle never repeats itself in quite the same way. So, you'll see. Yes. All new life carries the essence of the stars. Even all of you.
Ah. Welcome! Welcome, new galaxy!
And that's it. That's all. That's all she wrote. That's all we can do for now. I should say for now. But since we are on the credits, I do want to go ahead and just talk a little bit about the creation of this project. Look, I know that Pokemon Emerald isn't done. I'm sorry about that. I wanted to finish it by the time that the New Year's came along. However, that's looking like a farther and farther goal as we see it. So I decided, you know what? I wanted to play another game. I wanted to play something for the holidays that made me feel special. That made me feel like it made me feel like I enjoyed the game all over again. And I always have that experience whenever playing Super Mario Galaxy. That and alongside Kirby's Epic Yarn, because Kirby's Epic Yarn gives me a very good, nice, warm feeling inside. However, I couldn't really find a way to play Kirby's Epic Yarn without somewhat ruining that experience, just because I felt like I couldn't talk as much as I could while recording it. So, I don't know, I just didn't really feel the exact same experience I did when playing normally through that game. I kind of want to do it in the future though, maybe for another holiday, but this is the choice I went with for the other series that I wanted to do for the holidays. Hopefully you guys were able to enjoy this. I know I very much enjoyed playing Galaxy all over again. It's by far one of the games that I enjoy replaying through. I've said this countless times. Every time I play through Galaxy, I find something new. Like with this Let's Play, I was able to find some secret rooms that I wasn't able to find on my previous playthroughs of the game. And I'm glad I was able to share that along with you all. As long as I'm able to make some people happy with the videos I get out there, or as long as I'm able to entertain some of you, or as long as I'm able to fill the void, that way you all don't feel alone as much as I felt when I was growing up, because I know that a bunch of people out there feel kind of alone. They kind of feel like there's not really a lot of people that talk to them growing up, and they just want some way to be able to experience other people talking to them, or other people sharing these experiences with them, and just having somebody that they can relate to. If I'm able to at least give some of you all some entertainment or some form of happiness with this series, or with any of my series, I will gladly do any series that I can just to make you all happy. My goal here is to help you all to be able to bring some smiles on some of your faces, maybe bring some laughter, maybe bring something interesting to the table that maybe you all didn't know, and just be able to share this experience with you all. I know this kind of just took a different turn, and I wasn't really talking about the thoughts on the project, but I don't know, this is just something I've been kind of wanting to get off my chest for a good while. I don't see my videos as a way for me to get revenue or anything. I don't care about the revenue. That's the last of my worries. I just want you all to enjoy and have the same experience that I did, and bring some entertainment for you all. As long as I did that, I'm happy that I'm doing this.
Thank you so much for playing my game!
So, with all of this done, a new chapter book has been added to the storybook. The purple comets have appeared. We're not saving our game. You know what? Let's save. Just once. I feel like this recording is going to be fine. So, with all of that out of the way, we're going to go back into here next time. We're going to go back into our galaxy, or into our save state. Save file, not save state. We're going to go into our save file and see what the purple comets have in store for us. And we're going to read the last chapter of the storybook. So, with all of that done, I guess I will see you all then. That way we can completely finish Super Mario Galaxy. Until next time, see you all then.